Make sure this camera is right. Didn't fall over. Hello everyone, I am Chef Brian. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm going to do a little cooking for you today. Today we're going to make a bone-in pork chop with a chimichurri sauce and then a cauliflower rice pilaf. So first thing I'm going to go over is a brine for a pork chop. These have been in the brine for about an hour. They're bone-in chops. It's a simple brine. It's literally just a couple cups of water, brown sugar, salt, and then you want to bring that to a boil, and then ice. And I will post the recipe for that online afterwards. So this is simple. It's been in for an hour, so I'm going to get these out of the brine and rinsed off. You always want to rinse them off, get any of the excess salt off. And then pat them down, get them dry. Get rid of that. Get your pan to about medium. You want to make sure you get them as dry as possible. That'll get you a better sear. Alright. Liberally coat them with salt. Now, a little fresh cracked pepper. Regular olive oil. We will get these seared off. It's pork, Sean. It's not chicken. I'm not going to kill anybody. Yes, ideally you should use gloves with handling raw meat. Not hot enough yet. We'll just crank that to get it hot enough. Raw chicken will kill you if you eat it. Take that off. See if we're ready. There we go. Get rid of that. Get rid of that board because it had raw meat on it. Now you want to leave those alone for a few minutes. Let them get a nice sear on them. Don't go fiddling around with them. So, cauliflower rice. Now, there's no rice. It's just cauliflower. So it's a way of getting something a little bit more interesting. It'll get you a little more vegetables and a different way of using it. And I was, Tyler. I just got back. So, box grater, open holes. You don't want to use any of these other ones. That's too small. That's the one you want. I'm going to do it right into the If you get a few bigger pieces, that's okay. And throw the core away. That one I was smart enough to leave the core on. This one I didn't, so it'll be a little harder. Should usually leave the core on. And try not to grate your fingers. There you go. Flip that over. Throw it in a 300-degree oven. And don't touch that. That's enough for what we're doing. I'm going to get rid of this. So that's what you end up with. Looks a bit like rice. No, Steve, I didn't get fingernails in there. It's just a little extra salt anyway, right? Alright, so in here I've got a mirepoix. That is French for, you know, I'm not exactly sure what that's French for, but I should know that. But it's celery, carrots, and onions. It's literally the base of everything. They use it for soups, stocks, everything. So it's just some celery, carrots, and onions I got diced up there. We'll get that rolling. And it's usually 3 parts onion to 1 celery and 1 carrot. So you could do 3 cups, 1 and 1, that sort of thing. Get that a good season there. Alright, get that out of the way. Get out some equipment. Because it's always funner to play with toys. That's going in about medium-high heat, and we're going to make a chimichurri sauce. Always write things down. Wrote down my recipe, and I wouldn't have to remember it. Cup of parsley, stems and all, it doesn't matter. It's gonna get blitzed up anyway. Fresh cilantro. Just a couple tablespoons of some red onion. Alright, and some fresh garlic. Just a pinch of crushed red pepper. Don't put too much in there or you'll burn your face off. Do you like spicier? put more in there. Alright, some red wine vinegar. And make sure I got everything in there. Some salt. And we'll turn it on. And you want to drizzle in your olive oil last. I use extra virgin for this because I'm not cooking with it. Cooking, I use regular olive oil. If you use extra virgin when you're cooking, it just destroys the fruity flavor of it. You don't want to destroy that. I mean, you're paying good money for the extra virgin. Why ruin it? All right. Take a look at that. That's going to go on our pork chops. Get rid of this beast. Start to get a little color on your mirepoix. Put in your cauliflower rice. Make sure you season. And not fling it all over the stove. Turn that down a little bit. Add a little more olive oil and a little dried oregano. Now because when we grated it, it's so small, normally cauliflower takes a little bit longer to cook. You may steam it or boil it or roast it. Because it's so small, you're sauteing it and it's going to cook a lot faster. And unlike steaming, it won't stink your house up. Check on those pork chops. Almost. I'm actually going to turn that off though. The thing is with pork, with chicken, with beef, a lot of stuff you want to pull it or turn the temperature or the heat off just before they're done, because you got to think they're going to keep cooking. So especially with steaks, if you're trying to get a medium rare steak, if you have a super hot grill, you pull that steak off just before it's ready. Because then by the time you cut into it, it'll be perfect, as long as you rest it properly. Get rid of that big chunk. I think I might need another pinch of salt. See how we're doing it? Almost. You can see how the color on the cauliflower is